Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, and in this video I'll be giving you my best bets for the card tomorrow at Lyon. Hopefully we can have a good day tomorrow. It was a bit of a frustrating day today. We had 2 second places, no excuses really. American Apples was the only one that brought back any type of profit if you got on the early price that was of 92 of the day each way. But then after that, Emoji was really disappointing, travelled nicely into the race, but then when push came to shove, she didn't have much to offer and she was really disappointing. So that was frustrating there. And then with the extra place in the handicap, we went with a horse called Kick-Ass de Homme, I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry for the terrible French pronunciation, but that was just outside the places in the end, finished in 6th, and there was 5 places on offer with most firms, and it only just got beaten on the nod for that extra place, and that would have been 20 to 1, so that would have definitely saved today if that had even come in each way. But yeah, it was a bit frustrating, but hopefully we can have more of a day like we did on Wednesday where we had 2 winners, so hopefully we can change our fortunes tomorrow. And it's going to be in the same format again as the Nap, Next Best and Longshot. So tomorrow we're going to start with my Next Best, which runs in the 10:45, and I'm going with a horse here called French Aseel, round about a 7 to 2 shot, best odds with bookmakers at the moment, and this horse is trained by Philippe de Cos, and Aurélien Lemaitre is booked for the ride tomorrow. Now this horse, I would urge you to go back and watch the race replay. You can watch him on the Sky Sports racing website or at theraces.com, whatever you like to call it, but this horse bolted up over the course and distance last time by 6 lengths, and that was a really impressive effort that day, despite having to give away weight to some of his rivals tomorrow in this conditions race. I think he's a bit of a class act and he deserves his step up in grade. Also as well, that performance was on heavy going, and the ground is currently described as very soft at Lyon at the moment, so you're going to want horses that can handle a bit of dig in the ground. And I just think for me, this horse, if he runs like he did last time, finishing strongly through the line, I think he's going to be the one they've all got to beat. And I think 7 to 2 represents a good little bit of value, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if he actually went off favourite for this race. And I'm not going to recommend a dirty each way, but I think he should be good enough to win, and there should be no excuses for him if he gets the chance to run like he did last time. So for me, French Aseel it is, and he's going to be my next best. We then go in the 12:50, a maiden race for my long shot, and I'm going with a horse here called Layla, trained by Pierre Brandt, who's a really good underestimated trainer, I feel, in France. She's originally from Sweden, if you didn't know that, but she's a very good trainer, and I like her horses. She has quite a good strike to profit level rate. She had a nice winner the other day at Longshot on the opening day when French racing resumes. But this horse Layla is a really interesting contender. Theo Bachelot is booked for the ride tomorrow, and I would urge you to go back and watch the run at Saint-Cloud on its last start towards the end of last season. Now that form has been tested, and there's been some horses come out and running okay in some group and listed contests, so that suggests that those races that it was running in before wasn't of a bad caliber, and this race might suggest that a horse like Layla might be able to put her experience to good use. And if you actually look back for her form, she's got some good form, like I said, in those maiden races, and I think the key to her tomorrow is going to be stepping up in trip. She's actually related to a horse called Reliable Man, who was a French Derby winner a few years back, and she's got a lovely staying pedigree, and I think going up in trip tomorrow is going to help her be seen to good effect. And she was running over 7 furlongs before. She's going to be going up an extra 2 furlongs or 2 or 3 furlongs to a mile and a quarter. And I think she'll really appreciate that. In her last run, she just looked like she was outpaced at a crucial stage, and then she stayed on again. So I think Connections are making the right move here. And for me, with her breeding taken into the equation, I think 12 to 1 is a bit of a massive price, and she's not got a bad draw as well. You don't want to be drawn in the car park, as they say, which is a wide draw at Lyon. You don't want to be drawn too wide because it's quite a sharp track if you've never seen it before. So I think Layla tomorrow will put her experience to good use, and I think she'll run a massive race. And at 12 to 1, she's worth an each way chance as our long shot pick. We then go my Nap tomorrow, which runs in the feature race, the listed contest, and I thought Skyward was potentially a different class to all these. Now this horse Skyward is trained by Freddie Chappé, and Stefan Pasquier is booked for the ride. Currently 11-4 best odds out there at the moment, and this horse is unbeaten under rule so far. 3 wins from 3 starts, and this horse won a listed contest at Saint-Cloud last time out, and he wasn't stopping at the line. He travelled really strongly and found plenty off the bridle, and I think the further they went, the better his chances were for him. And he's going to be running over 1.5 miles tomorrow. He's shown that he can go well fresh, because obviously he won on his first ever start. And I don't think, even though there are a few horses in here with some top connections that you have to respect, they're not going to be a special bunch. And I think Skyward tomorrow, if you can still get a price of even 9-4, I still think he's worth a punt. I think he'll be shorter than 2-1 tomorrow. And I think if the vibes are good around this horse, which they should be, Skyward for me is the bet on the card tomorrow. So they're my 3 best bets for Lyon Parily tomorrow. Hopefully we can have a bit more of a better day tomorrow like we did on Wednesday. But to not miss out on any of my videos, please subscribe here to my YouTube channel at LuckyLoaders15. You can also follow me on Twitter as well. My handle is at LuckyLoaders15. Please gamble responsibly. Hopefully we can have some winners tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you soon.